Good morning. I'm Reynolds, and I'm so proud to serve as state representative in House District 27, which we're currently in right now. I want to thank Dr. Bostic, the host, the superintendent for Stafford Municipal School District, for opening up this beautiful facility so that we can host this press conference today. And just recently, Dr. Bostic and Superintendent Dr. Nevins for Lamar Consolidated Independent School District, just a week ago, we were here holding a day with the Secret Service, talking about many of the issues that Sheriff Fagan, under his leadership, is implementing in Fort Bend County. Now, I must say that as a parent of students in Fort Bend ISD, but for the grace of God, it could have been me, just like those parents in Uvalde, when they were unfortunately having to bury their children. Sheriff Fagan, I want to thank you for your leadership. I want to thank you and all of the men and women here in law enforcement that just, I guess it was maybe a month ago when you were assembling us to talk about your vision, and you had constables from each precinct. You had the chiefs of police from all of our municipalities, from Katy to Missouri City and the small ones. You had all of our ISDs from Katy, from Fort Bend, from Stafford, under one roof, talking about a combined law enforcement presence. And we saw the report that was released, Representative Jeton, from the House. They did a very extensive report, a bipartisan report, that showed that there were massive failures from law enforcement in Uvalde. And that's not to cast any aspersions against law enforcement. Certainly, mistakes happen, but these mistakes, unfortunately, tragically, led to additional deaths. And so we're being proactive here in Fort Bend County. This is the model for all 254 counties in this state. This is the model. This is something that everyone should do, to be prepared for emergency preparedness, so that if, unfortunately, God forbid, a tragedy, a mass shooter enters or attempts to enter a school, that there are safety preparedness and there are contingency plans to make sure that that person is apprehended very, very timely and efficiently. And so I want to thank Sheriff Fagan for his vision, for not waiting on the state, which ultimately, legislatively, I do believe that there should be some common sense gun reforms that don't infringe upon Second Amendment rights. I do believe that there should be universal background checks. I do believe that we should raise the age to purchase an assault rifle. I do believe in red flag laws, but that is for the legislature, and that is something that Representative Jeton and I will have to face next legislative session. But right now, we can't wait. School starts. My children go back, for example, on August 10th. Other schools, they have different start dates, but August 10th is just around the corner. And we wanted the parents and the students to feel safe. And I'm confident with what these men and women have come up with. I'm confident sending my kids back to school. And that was the ultimate goal when we met, is to make sure that our children felt safe going back to school, and that our teachers and all the support personnel felt safe. And finally, I want to say that this is the model not just for Fort Bend, but for America, in terms of working together across the aisle, because I have never seen a mass shooting bullet that identified Democrats or Republicans. This is something that impacts all of us. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, no matter what your socioeconomic status is, it doesn't discriminate. And so this is an issue that we must tackle head on, and not just with hopes and prayers. I'm a man of faith, but faith without works is dead. And I want to tell you that Sheriff Fagan and our law enforcement officials have come up with a great plan that I feel very confident with, that our schools and our communities in Fort Bend County will be able to operate safely. And so I want to thank Representative Jeton for his leadership and for being able to work in a bipartisan manner to come up with some solutions, not waiting for the state to act or the federal government to act. This is what you call leadership. And I see our district attorney, Brian Middleton, is here, and they have made sure that under their watch that we put people before politics, that we put public health and safety before anything else, not just with rhetoric, but with actions, with preventive programs and diversion programs and programs for our youth. That's what they've done. And I think that is why Fort Bend County is going to continue to be one of the safest places to live, work, and play. So let's continue to keep our kids, our teachers in our prayers for a safe school year that's about to start. But I do want to say to all of my constituents that I truly believe that no matter where you go to school in Stafford Municipal School District, Lamar Consolidated, Fort Bend ISD, Needville, any of our schools here in Fort Bend County, that because of this combined law enforcement presence that Sheriff Fagan laid out, you will be in the safest schools in the state. So thank you, Sheriff Fagan, and thank all of our men and women, and God bless you all. Thank you.